Hi, everybody. I'm Professor Niv-Solomon, and this is Political Science 103, an introduction to political science. This is the winter semester 2024, and our semester runs from January 2nd, 24 until January 23rd. If you notice those dates, this is an intensive and short semester, but since you get the same amount of credits, we do have to teach the same amount of material, and so the next 3 weeks are going to be very busy when it comes to the class. This is a fully online asynchronous class, and what that means is that we never meet in person or we never meet on Zoom unless you step into my office hours. But other than that, there are no real-time anything. What you do have is our Blackboard website, which we'll go over right now. And all the information and everything that you need is right here. This is also a zero-cost class, which means you do not have to buy any textbook or any other material. You will find all the readings, videos, recorded lectures, tasks, discussions, assignments, and the exam right here on this place. While I know some of you do use a mobile device to access Blackboard, I do advise that if possible, you use a computer, laptop, or desktop, especially because some things are not visible or not as easily visible on the mobile version of Blackboard. So what I want to do right now is to go quickly through the different tabs, show you around our 103 class, and then look together on the syllabus and say a few words about that. So when you enter the class, you usually enter on this screen, which is the announcement screen. You can always go back to it by using this tab announcement right here. You will probably get from me daily or every other day announcements reminding you what are we doing, where are we on the material, what is due, what needs your attention, etc. You are seeing those announcements here when you enter Blackboard every day, and you also will get them in your email. A word about email is that the emails that I use or the email that Blackboard uses, whatever you have in the system. So this will be your CIX email unless you updated it. So you can go in and update it with Blackboard if you need to. If you're not sure how to do it, you can also send me directly an email address that I can use to forward you all the communication. But it is your responsibility to get the communication from me. I did send already one announcement, which is in front of you right here, which gives you a little bit of information about the class and how to start the work. And if you have not done so yet, I do suggest that you start it right away. The next step over is contact my own contact information. You have my email address. The phone is the phone for the department, but I will not be around campus so much this month. So if you need me, email is the best way to contact me. And then I do hold virtual office hours on Mondays from 9 to 10 or Thursdays from 12 to 1. And if you still need to meet with me, but those times are not good for you, then just shoot me an email and we'll make a different appointment. I'll open a Zoom room for that. You need to contact me. Please send me an email to this address right here, and I will get back to you within 24 hours. Now, this is the limit that I give myself many times. It will be, I will get back to you within an hour or two, maybe 3 or 4, depending exactly when did you send the email. If you send an email at 1 a.m., probably don't expect a reply until the following morning. But generally speaking, I'm here for you, and I'm trying to be as responsive as possible. The next tab here has some frequently asked questions, things that I know throughout the years that I've been teaching here, that students tend to ask, and so I try to put them all together in one place. And so if you have a question, maybe you can check here before you ask me all. You can just ask me whatever it is that you need. I'm here to answer those questions. In the Office Hours tab, you have the Zoom links, and those will be available and open during the office hours. And like I said before, if you need to meet with me or would like to meet with me, set up a Zoom session not during those times, please do. It's not a problem. Just shoot me an email and we'll find time. Next, we have access to the syllabus, which I absolutely require you to read. Read it again, read it one more time, ask questions, just make sure that you know what I'm expecting of you. And we will go over it in a couple of minutes. The weekly plans is where you will find all the reading materials, but that starts on day 2, so nothing is open here right now, but it will all start to roll out probably later tonight or tomorrow morning. There's also some miscellaneous information, a link to the academic calendar, and some suggestions of news sites that you could follow. As you will see when we follow the syllabus, one of our main ways to interact with each other is on the discussion board. There are different discussion forums. Right now, you can see 3 of them that are open. The first one, which will only be open for a few days, is for you to let me know what are you expecting from me and from this class. So a few words about your expectations. There are already some students that posted there, and I try to reply to everybody. And this is useful for me, so I know what our students looking for. And I think it's just fair that, I use the syllabus to let you know what I'm expecting from you, and you can use this website to let me know what you expect from me. A question and answer discussion forum will stay open throughout the semester. Whenever you have a question, after you read the syllabus, there was something due, you read an announcement, you weren't sure, please post it right here. There was a very important question that was asked here earlier today, and I already replied to it, so I encourage you to log in and take a look on that. From this point on, the rest of the discussion forums that are open are mostly all mandatory and graded, including the introductions one. So right now you have the introductions discussion forum, but after that, starting tomorrow, you will see more discussion forums that are relevant to the material that we are reviewing. Those discussions will open up. And the way for you to work here, and I will explain that when we look at the syllabus in a minute, is that you can do as little or as much as you want. The more you do, the more points you can add. But also, I really think that the interactive part of the discussion board is important for learning process, for digesting and a better understanding of the material. And so I do encourage you to be active. And as an incentive, there's also bonus points for your grade. But I really believe that that's an important way to stay engaged with the material and with the class. Right now, nothing's open here, but you will see under the discussion, this is where you will find a link to the assignments and to our exam later on in the semester. Let's take a look at the syllabus for a few minutes. Okay. Again, you have all my contact information here. And a course description, the learning objectives, and then a few sentences or paragraph about the structure. Okay. Something important that is here in this sentence is that this course is an intensive intersession which only lasts 3 weeks. And so you should be working in the class daily, and it should probably take you about 2 to 3 hours between reviewing whatever it is to read or watch or listen to, and doing some posts on the discussion board or completing an assignment. That should be your expectation. And again, this is an intensive intersession, and but you still get, after 3 weeks, you get the same credits as if you would have taken this class over a full semester. So that's why it's more or less the same work. So there's a little bit more information here about Blackboard and emails. And I do encourage you to complete work ahead of time. This is good for you and good for me and for your peers as well. For example, on the discussion forums, interaction is important, but if I am the only one posting and nobody is replying to my um, remarks until the very last second, then there's not a whole lot of interaction. So that, again, just to keep us in an environment of learning, of a community of learners, try to stay on top uh, of things. An online asynchronous class gives you a lot of flexibility. I don't care if you do the work at 3 a.m. Don't expect me to be there replying quickly to your messages. I will the following day, but you can do the work whenever you want, but you still need to do the work. So that's something to remember. The readings, the text, the videos, the recorded lectures are all on Blackboard. As I say, it's a zero cost class. You don't have to procure or buy anything. I would also like to encourage you to follow the news. I know many of you have um, news sources that you like, but I have some suggestions here as well. Feedback. I believe in an active learning environment and in the interaction with the students between you and myself and between you and other students. But the only way that can happen is if you guys keep the communication open and ask questions and reply to myself and to each other, etc. Another thing that I would like to encourage you on this point is if I said that the material on populism will open on a certain date, but it doesn't open, that somebody please send me an email and tell me, hey, professor, it's not there. Because sometimes I will miss that. You don't get the material, but if you don't tell me, sometimes I don't know because um, the way I see Blackboard is a little bit different than the view that you have on it. So just keep the communication open, and as I said, I will get back to you within a few hours, up to 24 hours during the semester. Okay, how do I grade? A few things so far I saw already. There were comments about grading and transparency and want me to be clear, etc. And those are all very important and fair and valid requests. So Here's how I grade you. Daily participation, meaning, like I said, I expect you to log into the class every day, to be doing something, reading, viewing, posting, completing an assignment, etc. Every day you do that, you get 10 points. Blackboard keep a record, so I'm getting a daily report, and I know if you were there and if you were not there. I also know more or less what you did, how much time you spent on it, etc. So somebody asked me already, what does it mean logging in? It means basically just logging in and visiting the class, hopefully to do something productive. But I cannot really differentiate if you just logged in, kept it open for 20 minutes and left, or if you logged in and sat down and read something. But this is just my expectations from you. So the total points on this participation part is 210 points. There are 4 assignments throughout the 3 weeks, 25 points for each of the assignment. Each one of them has um, its own instruction and its own grading rubric that you can see ahead of time, and you can know how am I going to grade you. Discussion forums, like I said, almost every other day, more or less, maybe every 2-3 days, something like that, we'll have a new discussion forum open. Those will be relevant to the material and ask your opinion on different things. 2 points for each post. Post is an original post. I don't need to know what chat GPT or any other website think about my questions. I want to know what you think about it. And a post has to be at least 40 words in length. So not yes, no, I agree. That's not count. I don't count those things. And it has obviously to be relevant to the forum prompt. Students can decide to complete only 1 point per, only 1 post per discussion forum. That's fine. And I've had students completing 10 posts per discussion forums and getting, um, all 20 points instead of 2 points. It's up to you. Just again, it has to be a full post, at least 40 words, and in relations to what the discussion forum is talking about. And then there will be one exam, the final exam, at the very end of the semester, and it is worth 310 points. And here is how you will be graded. To get an A, you need 655 points and above. To get an A minus, 625 to 654, etc., etc. So everything is in front of you and you can plan ahead of time. Say you are fine with a B, then maybe you don't need to post a lot on the discussion forums. But if you really want an A, I do encourage you to take the advantage and try to accumulate a little bit more points there. If you have any more questions about how I grade, please let me know. Here's the policies, and what I would say here, 2 important things. 1, keep an open mind, be open to new ideas. All ideas are welcome as long as you are civil and you are respecting of each other and myself. Ask questions, disagree. This is all great. I don't care what side of the political map you are leaning towards. I don't care if you what religion you're coming from, etc., etc. As long as you are respectful and open-minded, I would like to have an environment where everybody is welcome. The other thing that I want to highlight here in this list of policies is my policy on academic misconduct. Any sort of cheating, plagiarism, and I understand that Chat GPT and the other generative AIs are very, very tempting. I will have something posted specifically on that to try and guide you and help you in how to use those, because those are tools that should be used, but while still being original and maintaining your own voice. If you have any physical or learning disability, please make sure to contact the Center for Students with Disabilities and then contact me and let me know how can I help you? How can I best serve you in this class? And there is the Writing Center where you can get some help as well. Finally, you have the schedule here. And that schedule is the basis, the foundation, and it is subject to change if I need to change it. So this is all. That's all I have to say for right now about the class. Start working. I'm enjoying the introductions that I'm reading so far, and I'm looking forward to working with all of you. Have a great semester and keep the communication open.